Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's time to lock into a brand new video. If you don't know me already, my name is Brandon, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Star Wars Battlefront gameplay. Now, Star Wars Battlefront is a very interesting game to be talking about right now. It's got so many thoughts and opinions floating around the internet, and many people have mixed feelings about the game because it's somewhat going away from what the traditional Battlefront stood for. And I'm going to tell you the key reason why this game is catching so much flack. It's because the word Battlefront is in the title. They should never have named it Battlefront in the first place. They should have known that this would happen. Now what DICE has done is they've pretty much built a brand new weapon, a brand new shiny weapon, but they forgot to put the firing pin in it, so when you pull the trigger, there's no bang. And that is the question that everybody's asking. How do you forget to put the main ingredients in the game that made the other Battlefronts great? I think that we can all understand from a marketing standpoint why they did this. And honestly, it was a really smart idea to add Battlefront into the title. However, having done this, all they have created is a massive hailstorm of angry fans who all they wanted was basically just a reboot of Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I can see both sides of the picture. I can see what DICE has envisioned, but I can also correlate my feelings towards this game with the rest of the fans who wanted something a little bit more. But I want to talk about my experiences with the game. I don't want to rip this game a new one and just conform to what everybody else is saying. As a gamer and as someone who enjoys making videos, I have to look at this game from a different perspective. Basically, what I have to do is put myself into DICE's shoes, and as I said before, envision what DICE had planned out for this game. Now, just looking at this game from a Star Wars perspective and completely taking Battlefront out of the equation, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I have actually been enjoying this game quite a bit. I want to get this game just to make me feel better about myself because I annihilate in this game. It's just so gratifying to mow stormtroopers and rebels down left and right. And basically, you gotta play this game as a fast-paced arcade shooter. Because the gunplay in this game is extremely arcadey. When you first enter into this game, it honestly requires no skill level whatsoever. So in a way, it caters to the casual gamer. It's the person who just wants to get in, mow down hordes of enemies, and then leave. And to an extent, this can be a great factor. However, for people and gamers like myself, I am extremely scared to purchase this game because I am unsure about how long it's going to maintain my attention. But we all have to remember that we don't know the full contents of the game. This is just a small portion of what the game has to offer. So maybe once I see the other game modes and how the game handles on other types of maps, it will open up my mind and my opinion will completely change. And that's another point that I want to hit. Let's talk about map design and graphics. This game is amazingly aesthetically pleasing for the eye. It has some of the best graphics I've ever seen for a third and first person shooter. If Michael Bay designed game engines, this is what it would look like. The explosions, the terrain, the character and weapon models, they look great. But then there's the map design, and right now I'm rubbing my temples because this is something painful to talk about. Now, as it stands right now, I have seen what a good team can look like on both sides. I have gone to town with the stormtroopers, and I have annihilated with the rebels to the point where the AT-ATs didn't even make it over the first objective. So right now, I don't see a fine balance point in this map. But going back on that statement, I'm trying to figure out if it's poor map design, or if they've got an excellent game mode on their hands and they're just poorly executing it. And I think it might be a little bit of both. And I'm going to use a term here called the hourglass effect. Imagine a map. It starts out open at first, and then it gets to a severe choke point, and then it opens back up. Combine that term with this Hoth map alongside a poorly executed game mode, you got yourself a cluster, you know what, towards the middle of the map. So what they need to do is spread out certain objectives, and they have plenty of room to work with. I don't know if you guys have flown around, but they have so many different areas that they can add to. If I'm going to play on Hoth, then by God, let me play on Hoth. I want to ride Tauntauns and I want to get attacked by a Wampa. Let that Wampa freaking go to town on me, okay? And also, on another note, I want to see more areas like the one I'm currently in on the video. Please add in more trench warfare. That's what the Battle of Hoth feels like to me. But anyway guys, the bottom line is the fact that this game does have a lot of potential. I do currently enjoy it, however there are certain areas that need to be tweaked. Many people seem like they already formed an opinion before they started playing the game, which really isn't giving this game a fair chance. I've actually given myself time to play through it and developing my own opinion instead of listening to everybody else and just conforming to the standard of automatically hating this game. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. Tell me what you think down below in the comments because I honestly am really interested in hearing. I also want to know if you guys have played the old school Battlefronts 1 and 2. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please let me know down in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name's Brandon, and as always, have a nice day.